Good afternoon, everybody. I got a little bit of feedback on the video that I posted for my unboxing that you guys wanted to see a little bit of my journaling process. So I thought I would do a little bit of a flip through and show you a couple sections of my Hobonichi Cousin. I don't really have a whole lot of experience doing this, so this is completely unscripted, but that may be for the best because then I won't be so nervous. The only prep I did was I did put some sticky notes over some sensitive bits I don't want to share and paperclip some other pages together for privacy. So without further ado, this is my 2025 Hobonichi Cousin. I decorated the cover with a vellum that I printed with Helen's artwork and some stickers, front and back. I've got a double set of tabs going up the sides so I can find pages a little easier. I made a vellum pocket that's on the front and back side of that first page so I can keep rulers handy and some sticker sheets and tiny icons. I don't really use this page a whole lot, but I did print those out and they look great. This is the perpetual calendar that Hobonichi provides, and I am using this as a mood tracker. Also important dates that have happened, like when my mom passed or the fairy tale ball at my kids' school, that kind of thing. But I really do mood tracking on this page. And after about a month or so ago of splitting the day to find out different moods, I decided to do 2 squares per day, because sometimes you change your mood and it helps to be able to have a tracker for how you started your day and how you ended your day. Next up is the monthly section where I track important things that happen at my hair salon throughout my life, or other things that I just need to pay attention to. So I just, a brief overview of the whole month, basically. After this, we would get to a weekly page. This week just so happens to be a little bit of a wild spread because it's my 50th birthday on the 3rd, so I went a little crazy with deco. It also happens to coincide with my very first pen show. I'm going to the Atlanta Pen Show on Friday and maybe Sunday, so there's a lot about that on there too, but I just wanted to do a little bit more of a colorful pop and celebrate because it's my 50th and there's a pen show and all of the things. Then we would come to the month of through. Here's where we come to the first post-it note. So I did my prompts on the open page that's at the beginning of every month and decorated it with some of Helen's stickers, and then each day is laid out a little bit differently. I've been trying to experiment with different formats, different styles, that sort of thing. I've gotten some really good feedback from you guys on some of this stuff. So, oh, that was happy anniversary, Helen. Yay, Helen. So thank you all for your feedback on my spreads. It's really helping me to refine my aesthetic and process. Something that I did a couple of days ago, I don't know if this actually made it into the post or not, but I had to go through and do a de-washi. I had a lot of washi on the bottom of my pages, and I had almost a speed bump. It was very thick at the bottom, so I've gone through and decluttered a little bit of some of the washi. Here's a little chunk of pages that I'm not going to show, but going forward past that, just, a couple pages here and there. Some personal stuff I don't talk about. We get to the end of the month where I started to get a little bit more creative with some of the bubbles. Bob the Blob makes a great stencil. You can outline him and color him in any which way you want. So I had some fun learning how to make bubbles. This first set was done with Tumbos and Ohuhu markers. I have no idea how to say that name. They came out beautifully. I like them, but they're very liquidy and juicy markers. So they've made sort of a wrinkle in the page, and they also bled through. So you can see these ones on this page were actually from the previous page. So I decided I would try something different. Here's my opening spread for the month of April. I printed out my prompts on a piece of very transparent vellum paper that I had pre-printed with vellum, the spring emoji vellum. So the first and second day I decided to do more of those bubbles, and I used my Caran d'Ache colored pencils, and they blend beautifully and they don't show through. Not nearly as bad anyways. So there's a little bit of April for you, but that's the month of March. That's about it, guys. Maybe I'll do a run through of some of my other journals. I do a couple of other different things, so if you have any interests, let me know. Hope you guys are having a great day. Talk to you later.